Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, then take a look down below in the description box. All my links are down below in the description box. And for those of you who are watching me after the live stream and you're interested in taking part in the free 5-minute mini readings, well, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell, and turn on your your notification alert. Okay, that's going to let you know whenever I am doing a free live 5-minute mini reading for my subscribers as well as for my members. Okay, those of you that are joining in live, welcome, intuitive friends. I actually passed by several times on here, but I haven't seen a lot of you. I like I said, I recently got back from my vacation. I was on July 1st, July 2nd. I was also on July 3rd. So I've been here, but I'm happy to see some of you back. Welcome, welcome. I know sometimes it's all about the time zone and the time schedule, right? That being said, today I'm taking the first 5 subscribers and first 2 members. But here's the thing: if you already had a reading, okay, if you were already on the list on July 1st or on July 2nd, then I will not place you on today's list. Okay. So I have a couple of you who were already on the list during those 2 times. So Nino and Love Sunshine, thank you so much for being here. Nino, you were on the list on July 1st, and Love Sunshine, you were on the list on July 2nd, okay? Don't worry, because this Friday, I will have a brand new list, okay? So no worries. Loyal 22.1, you haven't been on the list yet for the first or the second, so I have you still on the list. So let's see who else is here. Intuitive friends, don't forget to give me a like. Let YouTube know that you are interested in these live streams. Okay, that's the only way they know. If you give me a thumbs up. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. All right, so let me take out my handy dandy list so that I mean, listen, we all forget. It's not an issue, not a problem. All right, so let's see. Loyal 221, hello. It has been a while since I've been on here. Yes, I didn't catch you last time. Sunshine, hello. Sunshine and Nino, like I said, you guys were on the list. Nino, you were the 5th one on July 1st, and Love Sunshine, you were number 4 on the 2nd. So if you didn't see those readings, please make sure that you get on there, okay? So you could watch them. So I just gave you the dates, so it's a lot easier. All right, so she Big But Q, hello, Tamika. Tamika, you were on the list on July 2nd. Won't be adding you on, but thank you so much. And a shout out to Tamika, she Big But Cute, as she is one of our many members on our tier. I forgot what tier, but she is a member. Okay, so a big shout out to Tamika. Thank you, Tamika, for being part of the membership tier. Very much appreciated. Salama Watina. Hello, Salama Watina. You are number 2. Okay. Salama. Yeah, because see, the list isn't, I mean, the 2 times I got on, I haven't, in other words, I haven't been on here quite as much because I've been working behind the scenes, getting all of you some good content, which I hope that you're watching. The 17, oh my goodness, this isn't working. 1712, there we go. July readings, make sure that you take a look at the July readings as well as your quarterly 2026 reading, because we are in July, so we're now in the third quarter. If you missed those readings, guess what? They're still up there. They're in the bonus messages playlist, okay? Shirley, hello, Shirley Meter. How are you, my dear? Haven't seen you in a very long time. Meter. Okay, now I gotta do this I gotta write this in a crooked fashion here, because I added some people that I thought didn't. Okay, let me do this and let me do this. Give myself a reminder. All right, so Shirley, welcome. Sudeshna, let's see, Sudeshna, did you get a reading before? Okay, the first and the second? No. Okay, so Sudeshna, you are on the list. Sudeshna. 7444. Oh, I am so sorry. Sunshine, I think I confused you. My mistake. I have a love sunshine and then you, Sunshine. Thank you for the clarification. My love. Yes, my apologies. No worries. Okay? You're on the list. Yeah, because I have a subscriber who's loves Sunshine. So when I saw Sunshine, I thought it was Love Sunshine. No worries. You're on. Okay, let's review the list. And let me write that the session is closed. My apologies. Okay. Don't go anywhere. Intuitive friends, let's review the list. Okay? All right, Sunshine, don't go anywhere. All right, here we go. See, because she's right here. Love Sunshine. You see, I'm not making it up. My apologies. All right. Now I can fold the list because the session is closed. I am going to come back and do a Spanish reading for my Spanish speakers. Okay, so at number 1, we have Loyal 22.1. Okay, so that's number 1. At number 2, which I made a huge mistake here. Hold on. Now I need another pen. By the way, I have like so many, but when I need it, it's not near me, right? Because that's how it works. All right, hold on. All right, sorry about that. Okay, let me put this here. Then comes Sunshine, who's not the same person as Love Sunshine, so my apologies. Sunshine G9Y5X is at number 2. At number 3, we have Salama Watima, 1712. After Salama Watina, at number 4, we have Shirley Meador. At number 5, we have Sudeshna Nagash, 7444. Okay, we still have 2 open slots for those of you who are members. Okay, so if you're a member, membership members list is open. Okay, that being said, hello everyone. Now that I got that straightened out, let's review some important details before we start. Thank you all for joining. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls, okay? All right, so if you're interested in personal questions, well, or you're interested in something more detailed for you, for example, your love life, your career, things like that, then I have several live streams, which I will be doing one today also. So I'm going to be super busy making sure those of you who are interested are getting your readings. Okay. I am going to do a charm casting reading and tarot reading for those of you who are interested. Okay. So that's going to be a super chat. So it's going to be $9.99 super chat, charm casting, and tarot reading. And it's going to focus on 4 areas. Okay. Challenges, delays, blessings, and blessings and luck. I think that's what I have on there. Job, career, money, finances, or anything that's valuable. And love, whether you are single, whether you are in a connection, whether you're, focusing on self-love. Those are the 4 sections. If you're kind of interested in finding out what that looks like, then take a look at the July reading, because that's how I did the July reading. Okay, that was my format. So for those of you who are not sure if that's something you would like, I had it on before as a live, so you could also take a look at my past live. A lot of you joined in, and all of you were like, yes, this is like resonating at 1,000. So if you're curious about what that looks like, just take a look in the playlist where it says 5-minute mini readings, and then look for where it says super chat. Okay, super chat for charm casting and tarot. I haven't bought back my coffee readings, but I will be doing that shortly. But a lot of you have been asking for the charm casting, so there we go. All right, that being said, remember, intuitive friends, tarot serves as guidance, not fixed predictions. Your free will and choices ultimately shape your journey. What you choose to do with the insights given for entertainment purposes only is always within your power, your responsibility, and your free will. I did list some free resources in my description box, as well as in the chat. Energy healing and affirmation, daily affirmations for those of you who are interested, and Cafe Astrology. I have no partnerships and no sponsorships with Cafe Astrology. It's just a free resource I use. And for those of you who would like to learn more about your birth chart, or maybe make sure that the information that you have is true, remember, intuitive friends, if you're using Cafe Astrology, if you don't have your exact, listen carefully, if you don't have your exact time of birth, then don't put anything in there. Okay, you're still going to get some messages. You're still going to get a lot of information. Okay, so no worries. But like I said, if you don't have your exact time of birth, then leave it blank. And it's not like approximate. Okay, so just giving you a heads up on that. If you want it to be very accurate, then an accurate time of birth is needed. But even if you don't know your exact time of birth and you just write unknown or click on the unknown button, it's still going to give you a lot of important messages. It's all free, by the way. So there you go. Legal disclaimer: entertainment purposes only. Please remember that readings should never replace professional, licensed, medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice, or professional, licensed, medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment purposes only. Excuse me, and not replacements for getting licensed, professional, medical, financial, therapeutic, or legal advice. Pardon the cough. Okay, I was talking to my cousin, and as I was talking to my cousin, something went down the wrong windpipe there, and I've been like coughing ever since, but we're good. All right. let's begin. And of course, let's give a really nice big welcome to Tamika. She big but cute. She's part of our membership tier. So although she's not getting a reading today, I always do shout outs for my members. Now listen, intuitive friends, I don't know if you've been looking at the community post, but you should. And you should mark it as newest so that you always get the latest updates. So number one, I'm doing a very cool well, it's going to be a demo. I'm going to be focusing on creating what is it, the spell jars, okay, repellent spell jars. So if you're interested in being part of that, all you need to do is join my membership tier. Okay, so that's it. You're part of my any membership. If it's tier 1, I made it nice and easy for everyone and affordable and accommodating. But you know, it is something that I will take time, energy. I'll be answering questions. So if you're interested in taking part in the spell jar negative repellent kind of like demo that I'm doing. It's not a workshop because you guys aren't doing it with me. You're seeing everything. And guess what? At the end of the demo, all you need to do is email me at lexatarot@gmail.com and I'll send you the slides for that. Okay? Because I will be giving slides out for my members. So if anything, if you've been kind of like, gee, you know, I wonder, that would be a great event for you to take part of. More information is in the community posts. Okay. So the community posts, that's where you'll find all the information based on what I'm saying today. So far, it looks like I'm doing it this Friday at 8 p.m. because you get to vote whether you want this on a Friday or Saturday, and the highest winner of the date and time wins. Okay, so there you go. So if you haven't found out about this, you should be taking a look at the community tab. We're gonna have lots of fun, and let's give a big warm welcome to Ascended Universal Butterfly, our volunteer moderator here on the channel. So what I'll do for those of you who are here and may have missed, give me a second. I'm going to start the readings in a minute. Just want to make sure everyone is caught up with all the updated information. Oh, no, wait, this is members only. Hold on a second, because I did a post for, okay, here we go. I did a post. If you're interested in participating in that post, thank you so much, Ascending Universal Butterfly. There you go. There's the event post. If you missed it, okay. Member. So if you're interested in participating, this would be a great time for you to be a member, even if it's just for like a month, you know, just to get the, there we go. Okay. Pretty soon I will be doing an exclusive membership just for the demos, because I do have lots of interesting things I do behind the scenes. So that will be part of a different membership. Okay. All right. That being said, intuitive friends, let's jump on these readings. And we're going to start with Loyal 22.1. And like I said, let's give a nice warm welcome to Butterfly, who, by the way, is also a member here on the channel. Okay. So thank you so much, Ascending Universal Butterfly, for being part of the membership tier, as well as Tamika. And let's begin here with, by the way, did you see this? have you missed this amazing freaking nail situation that I created on my own? Are you kidding? I am so proud of myself. I've elevated my look. There you go. Okay? Look at that. I'm sorry. Yes, I got to toot my own horn today. I feel I don't do that enough. But today's the day. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Ah, well, guess what? It's on the community tab too. And I also did a short on it, you know? But anyway, all right. So, intuitive friends, the list is closed. My apologies for not highlighting that message because that's on me. It's not anybody's fault. Pin message. Okay, that's on me. The list is closed, but always know that you could come back. Remember, intuitive friends, it is a 5-minute mini reading. You want to extend it, then drop a super sticker or a super chat, okay? All right, loyal to 2.1. What's going on, girl? Great to see you. Let's see what your guides want you to know, what energy may be unfolding for you. Remember that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Oh, good question, Loyal 221. This is a new deck. This is the only deck that I've paid like more than the usual. And it's called the Intuit Tarot. Okay? Which, if you're interested in a review on that, guess what? You know what? I'm gonna give you the link on that if you're interested in taking a look. I have no sponsorship with these people. Okay. None whatsoever, but I loved the deck so much that I was like I had seen it and I was like, oh my gosh, I want it. So I think I got that for like my birthday or something like that. It was like a gift to myself. I know that that's what that was. Well, I do have it here, but I can't find it. Oh well. Trust me, I don't know where I put it on the playlist. That's interesting. Okay, don't know where I put it. Wait, hold on a second. Let me see something. Girl, I cannot find it. I'm gonna let you guys play detective because I have it somewhere. I do have it somewhere on the on my playlist. I just can't remember where I put it. Isn't that amazing? It is a beautiful deck. I don't really look at the messages it has, but I just love this color. I don't know if you guys noticed, like a lot of the colors that I use on my like channel is that color along with the red. But anyway, talk about going on tangents today. I'm on a roll with that today. Okay, let's go. Loyal to 2.1, my dear. Let's see what may be unfolding for you. All right, let's see. Loyal to 2.1. Let's see what your guides want you to know, or what may be unfolding here, or maybe both. Remember, these messages are for entertainment purposes only. So we have the Queen of Swords with the Three of Wands. Okay. So and if you're reading this, don't read it because that's not what's going on. This is the reverse. Okay. I'm having it face on me. I'm going to, of course, show you in a minute what it says. But Queen of Swords, you may be right now at this moment in time embracing the Queen of Swords energy. Okay. You have, now remember, Queen is all about creation. So there may be some really good or really fascinating ideas that may be coming your way, or that you may be experiencing. All right. It may be like flashes of ideas. By the way, I get those too. Okay. And let me tell you, flashes of ideas, claircognizance. Okay. Claircognizance. Knowing that you know what you know, but you don't know how you know it. You just know. You just know that this is like a great idea, or you just know something just because, like, ta-da, just kind of clear knowing. There you go. You may be experiencing that energy lately. All right. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to that flash of enlightenment, flash of ideas. Okay. Flash of, oh, let's get some more light here. Flash where something comes into your mind and you start kind of giving it more energy by thinking about maybe steps or this, that, and the other. Okay. Because the Queen of Swords is sharp. She's an independent thinker. So these ideas can be like out of the box or uncommon. It may be for you, or just uncommon, something you notice that there is a need for in the in your career, in your family, friends, loved ones, however this may resonate. But the Queen of Swords pushes her emotions aside. So you're going to push the nervousness, the uncertainty, the, oh, I don't know if this is going to work. You're going to push that aside. And this says, embrace that energy. Okay. Because number one, it's going to be powerful. Number two is going to help you create something that Three of Wands, that you're going to be able to expand on your horizon sooner or later. So for example, at this moment in time, or maybe something that may be unfolding, you've been having an idea on your mind, but you haven't given it a lot of attention. It's just something that may have come or may come. Okay, I mean, just drop in your mind, and you might say to yourself, it's a good idea, but then you're not taking action to it, or you're not thinking about steps, or you're not really just kind of giving it a lot of attention. The Three of Wands is saying, whatever idea either may be coming in or has come in the past or recent past, is going to bring to your life some sort of expansion. Because remember, Three of Wands energy is the energy of making moves. It's expanding your horizons. Is in this case, in your reading, is you needing to take a look and research and intelligently plan something out on how to expand it. That's basically what your reading is telling you here with the Three of Wands. Okay. You're manifesting, but it's like the universe is saying, okay, you're manifesting for new opportunities. You want to manifest for something big. You're manifesting for X, Y, and Z, but you have some awesome ideas, but you're not moving them along. You're not thinking about how to create those steps. The idea is there, and maybe it's like the big idea is there, and you just need to backtrack and fine tune it so that that big idea that you have, you can move it, but it requires mental energy. Three of Wands. I'm not making this up. You see, it says manifest, big development. Like I said, there could be a really big expansion. And what's interesting about this Three of Wands energy is that if you take a look at it in any deck, it always shows you water in the horizon. And that is an indicator that whatever this idea may be, could expand to many people, or may require you, okay, to connect with people outside of your social circle, or get out of your comfort zone. Look at that. Oh my God, I said that and look what just popped up. The garden and the gate. Whoo! Talk about, see? It's like I'm psychic or something, right? Look at this, the garden and the gate. The card that I definitely always feel, for the most part, say 99% of the time, it is very much connected to getting out of your comfort zone. So there may be something that may be coming in your direction in regards to you thinking, creating, having a thought that may need for you to expand it, but it's going to require you to get out of your comfort zone. You're not alone in making this kind of leap. Of course, looking at the pros and the cons, looking out the steps, okay? Does it make logical, rational, analytical sense? It may even be something connected to signing documents or some type of agreement with other people, if there are other people in the mix. Okay, Swords energy is communication. Communication comes in many forms, not just verbal, but email, texts, things of that nature. It's going to require you to get out of your comfort zone, my dear. All right, let's end your reading here with your last and final card. And you have Discovering Truth. Interesting, because Swords, like I said, is about communication, and Swords is about the clarity of the mind. Granted, Mercury has been in retrograde, but during this retrograde, there may have been some ideas that have kind of just, been in the back of your mind. If this is something that happens often to you, I would suggest having a little notebook and writing down these big ideas that come through, okay? And then meditating, and then taking a look at the list that you have. And maybe in your meditation, asking your guardian angel, your ethereal guides, to give you some signs on which one is best for you, or maybe you thinking about it with a clear mind. But it says discovering the truth. You stand in the light of truth. There you go. Be honest with yourself. Okay? Be honest with yourself on where you feel intuitively pulled towards. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you, this is easy. I'm going to tell you. Listen carefully, especially if you're like, I wonder how I'll know. I'll tell you how you're going to know. You see that it says wands? Okay? You're going to know which of these amazing ideas is the one that you should be focusing on, because you're going to be super passionate about it. I'm not talking about a little bit of passion. I'm talking about you're going to feel passionate. You're going to feel very creative about it. You're going to feel a divine spark leading you in that direction. That's how you're going to know, because Wands energy is about passion, drive, fire, the divine spark within you. So if you listen to that, do your due diligence, because you're coming in as a Queen of Swords. So you have mastery over your minds, mastery over your emotions, putting it aside and focusing on the task at hand. You're going to be able to get out of your comfort zone. And that's how you're going to really, and I feel it's something having to do with a calling. Okay. So there you go. That's how you're going to know. Okay. Because I'm like, oh, ask your guides. And your guides are like, no, she's going to know. She's going to know, because she's going to feel it. She's going to be inspired. There's going to be creative. Your creative juices are going to be flowing. You're going to feel excited, passionate, inspired. You're going to be like, yeah, you know what? I really want to do that. That's how you're going to know. Okay. Thank you so much, my dear. And I'll see you next time. All right. Up next, we have Sunshine. Sunshine, you are up next. But before I jump into Sunshine's reading, intuitive friends, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your love, your loyalty, and support. Thank you for tuning in, for giving back to the channel, whether it's a like, whether it's sharing my YouTube channel with people you feel that may benefit from my readings, whether it's becoming a member to the channel, whether it's you sharing my channel on your social media accounts. And if you do that, please connect with me so that I can give you a shout out and be there and say thank you. Okay, so there you go. All right, intuitive friends. Up next, we have Sunshine. Hello, Sunshine. Welcome. My apologies for confusing you with another Sunshine that I had on the channel, that I have on my channel. All right, Sunshine G9Y5X. Thank you for being here. Hold on a second. I didn't check my hold on. Loyal. I have ideas. I know what I know what I know. True. Yep. I took a break from a project but plan on starting it again. There you go. Mercury in retrograde. Not a good idea to start something new, but an excellent time for you to go back to finish and tie the loose ends on something that you started before. Perfect timing for that. So many ideas, unsure which one to focus on right now. Okay, I told you I will ask my guides. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I told you what your guides said here. Okay, they were telling me, no, she knows. She knows. We're just giving her a reminder. And it could be that project that you're kind of swinging back around to finish. Because again, Mercury in retrograde, a fabulous time to finish things that you started before. Not a good time to start something new. A great time to start thinking about new projects. That's also a great time to do that. When Mercury is in retrograde, you're in the reflective mode. Okay, so great time to do that. To start new projects, not so much, but to finish what you started before, yes, and to think about how to make something better so that when Mercury goes direct, you're just like, boom, ready to zoom in. Ooh, sunshine, what's going on? Sunshine, and you got the strength. All right. So Sunshine G9Y5X, as a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. 7 of Swords with the Strength card. The fact that the 7 of Swords is here, one or two things. Either this was in the past or recent past, or there may be some things that you are evaluating or re-evaluating right now at this moment in time. Like I said, Mercury is still on retrograde. Let me look at the dates here. Yep, all the way to the end of July. So guess what? Okay, you may have been thinking about the people, situations, circumstances, events that were or have been deceptive. People who have been a bit manipulative, where you have felt that people may possibly either have betrayed you in the past or recent past, or there's some type of secret actions or rumors, gossip, like you feel something's a little bit off, maybe in a social circle, maybe in a professional circle, okay? Maybe in some way, shape, or form. This could also be your self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. Hello, Sudeshna. Okay, thank you so much, my dear. Remember, I don't do personal questions during my free live readings, okay? Thank you so much for your super, though. Greatly appreciate it. So anyway, Sunshine G9Y5X. That's what the 7 of Swords is telling you, okay? Seven of Swords, this could be you thinking about these things in the past or recent past, or this could be you at this moment in time, or something that may unfold where you're reevaluating because something doesn't feel right, something feels fishy, something feels off. Your intuition is speaking to you in some sort of way, whether it's through claircognizance, clairsentience, clairvoyancy, clairaudience. You're hearing, like, you in your mind saying, I wonder. But in some way, shape, or form, there may be someone who is wearing a mask who is around you. Okay? So your guides are telling you here, if you're feeling this energy right now at this moment in time, your spidey senses are right. You're right on point with whatever this is. Something may actually be someone lying, a mask, something from the past or recent past, okay? Carrying the residual energy of just, being backstabbed, not being able to trust someone, okay? Maybe you caught something. You caught wind through your intuitive mind, to your intuitive senses, that something may have been off, whether now or in the past or recent past. Okay? So 7 of Swords, they're coming through for you. Now, how can you confront the 7 of Swords energy? Well, through your strength, through your ability to lean into your mental strength, energetic strength, spiritual strength, by you taming, that's why it has a line there, by you taming your self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. What do I mean by that? I mean, just because someone may have backstabbed you in the past or recent past, or lied to you in the past or recent past, doesn't mean that you have to say, oh, it's my fault, I should have known better, I should kick myself in the rear, I should have. No, it's not about you being hard on yourself. It's about you saying, oh, you know what? There were signs there. There was my intuition. Because, by the way, the Strength card in Tarot is ruled by Leo. Okay? Leo is ruled by the sun. The sun is yellow, round, and so is the solar plexus. Chakra. So you may have not listened to your gut level feeling. And it's saying here you need to manage that, because your intuition is something that's going to, or has helped you and wants to continue to guide you. I'm not saying that logical, rational, analytical thinking is not needed. Of course it's needed. However, you cannot just dismiss your gut level feeling in something or having to do with someone, because there could be a reason why certain energetic red flags or intuitive red flags are waving. Okay? The Strength card, you're an invisible force of nature. What does that mean? Especially during Leo season, which begins in July and ends in August, you may feel a sense of rejuvenation, a sense of courage, confidence. You may be in that energy right now as we are slowly approaching Leo season. Okay? So, believe in yourself. Stand in your power. The Strength card is talking about managing situations as well. Okay? So whatever situation you manage, especially if it's people, situations, circumstances, or areas of, environments, pay attention. You can manage the situation. You just got to believe in yourself. How do you do it? Through strategy. Look at that. It's like I'm psychic or something here. Like I said, you gotta see something for what it is, listen to your intuition, and stand in your power with the Strength card. Personal power, super important. If you need to strengthen or create healthy boundaries, go ahead and do so. Because if not, you're going to continue to generate this energy where people feel and think that you may be a pushover. Oh, Sunshine is a person that I could just say whatever and, no. If it's in any area of your life where you have to deal with these people, you have to deal in that type of environment, okay, you could get yourself a bracelet, black tourmaline. I have the products on my channel. You take a look at that. You can buy a small black tourmaline. Also, I have those products on my channel, on my videos. When I finish this one, I'll tag some products. So give me about 30 minutes after this reading, and I'm going to tag some items in the description box. They're affordable, and it's something that you would just have in your pocket. If you work in an office, just put it, in your office drawer. I mean, whatever you want to do. But it's something that repels lower vibrational energy. You could wear it as a pendant. You could wear it as a bracelet, whatever. Okay? But you need to work on your self-confidence or believe in yourself more. Okay? And believe in your intuition when you're getting certain messages. Last but not least, we have here view from above. Get the big picture. Get the big picture. Focus on the important things only in your life. Focus on the things that you need to really work on and strategize. And don't worry so much about the people that are the Seven of Swords. If you've spotted them, if you know who they are, if you know the environment, then just be aware. But don't let this energy of the Seven of Swords, and I said this before, right? If somebody did something in the past, it doesn't mean that you have to be afraid of connecting with people because a couple of people have shown their true colors. On the contrary, I always say, let people do the things that they do so that you could see who they are. And if they want to leave, let them leave. Right? If they want to be a part of your life, you can put a strong boundary and you're like, nope, I saw who you were the first time, not interested. I forgive you, but access is denied. You see what I'm saying? That is having a firm boundary. You hurt me in the past. You backstabbed me in the past. You did something to me that I would have never done to you. Not interested. I forgive you, but I'm moving on with my life. Forgiveness doesn't mean access. Two different things, two different energies, something for you to think about. That being said, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel, or continue to subscribe to the channel. I hope these messages have resonated for you. Intuitive friends, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. You're interested in learning more about me? Well, guess what? Down below in the description box, you will have information about me if you're interested, okay? Remember, intuitive friends, I am having a members-only event. You could be a member in any of the tiers, and I will be doing an interesting demo. I already placed the community post link here in the chat, so take a look at that. If you're interested, join us there. If not, that's fine. But again, just letting you know what I am doing this coming. So far, it looks like it's this coming Friday. This coming Friday at 8 o'clock. You could join me for the demonstration. All right, something extra for my members. As, of course, a thank you for your membership. Okay, so Loyal and Sunshine, thank you so much. Salama Watina, welcome, my dear. Hello, Salama Watina. Hold on. Didn't check here to see if I have Sudeshna, thank you so much. Let me just Sunshine says yes, it has. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Take care, Alexa, and everyone. You're very welcome, Sunshine. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, wonderful. Up next, we have Salama Watina. Hello, Salama Watina. Thank you so much for being part of being a subscriber here on the channel. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let's see what your guides want you to know. What may be possibly unfolding? Selena Watina, just a reminder, it is a 5-minute mini reading, and these messages are only for entertainment purposes only. So here you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. My love, Selena Watima, guess what? Things are spinning in a direction for you very nicely. Wheel of Fortune, I'm going to show you that in a minute. Wheel of Fortune, okay? Wheel of Fortune. Number one, it's ruled by Jupiter. That's number one. Jupiter is known as the planet of expansion and the planet of good luck. So great card to start off with. Okay. I'll talk more about how you and your energy are the ones that are going to, kind of in a way energetically influence the Wheel of Fortune. I'll talk about that in a minute. But the Wheel of Fortune, something may be improving. There could be an opportunity that you don't see coming. There could be some sort of turnaround. This could also be talking about your luck changing, or, your thought that your luck is changing. Opportunities may be shifting, leaning more to a victory or leaning more to things coming in your favor. However, this is the caveat, this is the disclaimer on that. It all depends where your energy is focusing on. Because if your energy is focusing on pessimistic thoughts, if your energy is focusing on the glass being half empty, if your mind is focusing on what isn't, then you're going to keep getting more of what isn't. Okay? Because the Wheel of Fortune, ruled by Jupiter, it is a planet of expansion, but it's going to expand whatever it is that your energy field is moving towards or that you're focusing on. So if you want good things to keep coming in your direction, which seems to be the case here with the Sun card, but if that's the energy that you are generating and radiating, guess what? Wheel of Fortune is saying here, okay, you have good energy. You're seeing the glass half full, even though things may not be perfect in your life, but you're thankful, you're happy, you are in the energy of success, even if things may be going around you that may not be the reality of it. But remember, whatever your mind thinks about is what you bring about in your life. Okay? So whatever you think about, you bring about. Wherever energy flows, that's what grows. So you need to make sure that you're on a higher vibrational type of energy so that you can continue to radiate and work and co-create with the universe. Because the Wheel of Fortune is saying here, something unpredictable with positive energy may be coming in your direction. Something may be back into the flow. Circumstances or the timing of life for you at this moment in time may be opening up for Sun energy, happiness, success, personal growth, recharging, revitalizing yourself. It says here, radiate energy. Like, I cannot even make this up. Radiate energy. What type of energy? Does this person look sad? No, they look happy, young, vibrant. So fill your perspective with the energy and the thoughts that are optimistic, positive, successful, and liberate yourself from lower vibrational energy. Now, that doesn't mean, I'm just going to think it in and it'll come. No, you got to put work in whatever it is. Okay. You might start with small steps, just like this child is here in this photo. You might start with small, tiny baby steps, but one step leads to another. There's a saying, and I don't know, there's a proverb that's like the journey. Yeah, I think it's the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step at a time. Okay. All right. Let's take a look here. Salima Watina, what's coming up? By the way, up next, we have Shirley Meter. And then after Shirley Meter, we have Sudeshna. And then after that, intuitive friends, I will be doing a live super chat. So if you are interested in joining those charms, casting, and tarot messages, then join me right after. It is a $9.99 reading. I don't do that for free. I do spend quite some time breaking down and channeling the messages and breaking them down for you. So if you want to join me there, it'll be right after this live. All right. So Salima Watina, you have, wow, look at that. Blossoming abundance. You may be, and by the way, want to remind you here, even if you're not in this energy right now, you may be in this energy during Leo season or during the summer. Remember, the summer the summer months, well, depending where you live, but the summer months starts in June and ends mid to late September. So there may be a really good opportunity that may be coming in your direction, not just now or during Leo season, which I feel that may be the case here with the Sun card, but during the summer season. So between June and September, there may be a burst of possibility here for you in some way, shape, or form. Okay? Some abundance may be coming. Something that you've been working towards. It could be good news. It could be your luck changing. It could be some sort of expansion. It could be even you thinking about moving, maybe moving from one job to another, maybe moving from one location to another location. But it's going to be the time for you to be optimistic and really count your blessings. All right, last but not least, Shirley Meador, you're next. Grounding. Super important for you to ground your energy. So aligning your 7 chakras, super important. Of course, I know that Ascended Universal Butterfly, she places those links in the chat. Thank you so much. So if I were you, I would work on aligning my 7 chakras and would work mostly on 2 of your chakras. Listen carefully, okay, Salima Watina? Number 1, your root chakra. Always start with your root chakra. So if I were you, I would give a little bit extra time to your root chakra, because grounding your energy is going to be super important, okay? The second chakra that I would give a little bit of extra time to work on, listening to the solfeggio frequency of the root chakra and of the solar plexus chakra here with the sun. Okay? If you haven't been feeling passionate about something, then work on your first 3, root, sacral, solar plexus. You could do that also. All right? But the point is giving more focus and energy to those 3 chakras or 2 chakras, whether it's your root chakra and your sacral, I'm sorry, your root chakra and your solar plexus chakra. Or if you want to work on the first three, which would be amazing, especially with all this beautiful energy you've got going on. First chakra, root chakra. Second chakra, sacral chakra. Third chakra, solar plexus chakra. It says go deep, explore your roots. Okay? Go deep and explore your roots. There's also here, perhaps, something that you need to take a second look at. Okay? Because there could be a hidden type of blessing in something that when you first either thought about it or you first, I don't know, started working on it or, connected to it or whatever this is, it may have been in its infancy stage. There's something that may have grown over time or something that may grow over time at this moment in time. Okay? Because you see here the child gives me like new beginning. So something here being novice, starting. So you continue to pour energy into something that you started or will start. It could very possibly lead to happiness and success, as well as personal growth. That's why you have blossoming in abundance. With time, it will grow. It will expand, as I mentioned here with the Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter energy, okay? Or planet Jupiter. That being said, Salima Watina, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share. Continue to subscribe to the channel. Intuitive friends, for those of you who are joining me for the first time, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, take a look down below in the description box, as well as in the chat, and you will get all my information. Intuitive friends, for those of you who subscribe to the channel today or while watching this reading, I want to say thank you. Thank you for joining the Lexa Tarot community. For those of you who are subscribers already and or members, thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. And thank you for being a member on my channel. Remember, for those of you who are considering becoming members to the channel, this would be a great time because you're going to get the opportunity to take part in watching a demonstration. All the information is in the community tab, and I also listed the community tab on the chat. So take a look at where it says members event. So as long as you are part of any membership tier, that may change later, but any membership tier, you'll have the opportunity to take part in watching the demo, and we're going to talk, and I'm going to answer. We'll have a Q&A. Okay. So there we go. All right, intuitive friends, let's see if Selena Watina may have shared something. Up next, we have Shirley. Shirley, you're up next. Sunshine. Okay. All right. Thank you, Sunshine. All right, Shirley Meter. Hello, Shirley. Long time no see. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Let's take a look here, Shirley Meter. What your guides want you to know, or what may be possibly unfolding for you. Let's see what's coming through for you, my dear. Ooh. Shirley Meter, let's see what your guides want you to know. Let's see here what may be possibly unfolding for you. Shirley Meter, you have 2 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. Okay. Well, what's right after the 3 of Swords is the Star. So I'm only taking 2 cards for the 5-minute mini readings. But this is important because I feel that this is where you're moving towards, or this is why this is coming through. Okay. Because the Three of Swords is in the middle of the deck, I'm going to start with, the middle of the spread. I'm going to start with that one. Three of Swords, this grief, sense of disillusionment, depression, heartbreak, whether that was a misunderstanding, a breakup, separation, or divorce, whether it was a sense of loss or tears that have been shed due to a situation, circumstance, or event, or a person that you cared very deeply about, either at some point in time, or if there is a connection you are in right now that you may be going through some type of tension. Okay. This is talking about if you are still currently in this connection, it feels like there's going to be some sort of healing here. If you are in a partnership or in a marriage with someone, and it's a it's a long-term commitment here, or, there's a relationship going on, Two of Cups there, you may have gone through the honeymoon phase of this connection, and there may have been a big disagreement, or just not seeing eye to eye on something. If this is something that is currently occurring right now, the Star card is talking about the healing process in healing the connection or healing the partnership, but having not only faith to heal it, but also here with the Star card for an apology to happen here or to be accepted. And it's super important for you to gain an aerial view of the perspective here, if this is a connection that you are in at this moment in time. Now, if it's not a connection, a romantic connection, that is, if it's having to do with friends, family, or loved ones, again, two people that care about each other, but there may have been some differences, and the healing aspect of it. Now it's up to you, depending on what this is, right? If it's something that you feel like, okay, I'm going to forgive the person, or energetically forgive the situation, circumstance, event, or environment, or the person, then do that in order for you to heal that energy. Right? So it's not that residual energy of the Three of Swords doesn't stay kind of stuck in your energy field. All right. This deep emotional pain, whether it's a situation, circumstance, or event that may be happening right now, this is saying it's time for you to reconcile with yourself. It's time to release, to forgive, even if it's energetic forgiveness. Even if the person hasn't apologized, you can still clear your heart and clear your energy from this deep emotional pain or sadness by healing, energetic forgiveness, listening to the Ho'oponopono chant, working on your heart chakra, okay, as well. All right. And choosing to either accept the forgiveness, but denying access, if that's the case. Forgiveness doesn't equal access. All right. You're going to hear me say that a lot, because a lot of people think, oh, just because someone apologized means that they can still be part of my life. No, it doesn't. Not if you feel the person is toxic, showed you who they were. And, there's a lot that goes in that. That's obviously a personal choice. And there are different, scenarios there. Some people deserve a second chance and other people don't. Right? So that being said here, Two of Cups, there may be someone in your energy field that you feel that you are very much in sync with, or that you get along very well. This could be a friend, or reestablishing a deeper connection with a friend, family member, whomever this may be. Or if you are already in a connection, that's what this is talking about. Okay, Shirley Meter? You may feel very much in sync with fill in the blank, whomever that may be. But the residual energy of the Three of Swords, the deep emotional pain and heartbreak, separation, divorce, depression, loss, or pain could be getting in the middle of you feeling really good about something that you want to see evolve. You see what I'm saying? Because the Star card, yes, it's about the healing, the renewal, the apology, the, the gaining a big perspective, gaining an overall perspective. Because remember, stars are in the sky, okay? So it doesn't look at something like, it doesn't zoom into this like little, let's say this little star right here or this little symbol. It looks at things from an overall perspective. And so this may say, yes, you may have gone or may be going through the Three of Swords energy, but you need to look at something from an overall perspective. What did you learn? What did you notice? What did you see? What type of illumination and clarity did you get in your private sphere, the you that's away from the public, because the star is in the night? So I'm getting moon energy. So what was your energy when you kind of thought about or gave it a little bit more thought about the Three of Swords? And it's not so that you can get back into the energy of this sadness, but it's for you to gain an overall perspective, because you can't allow people who may have backstabbed you, or again, if this was a misunderstanding, heartbreak, depression, breakup, separation, divorce, or some type of loss or grief, you can't let anyone, whether it be friends, family, loved one, childhood trauma, problems with parents, siblings, whatever, okay? You can't allow that energy to rule your life, because then it prevents you from having deep, meaningful connections with new people, with new companions, friends, loved ones, people that you may be interested in. So clearing this Three of Swords is super important. So if I were you, I would definitely work a lot with the Ho'oponopono chant, your heart chakra. You cannot allow this to rule your life, because even if you're not letting it rule consciously, unconsciously, the scar is still tender. Because the guides are showing me here someone who like scraped their knee and still has a band-aid over it. And sometimes when things are healing, you need to take off the band-aid so it could air out, so it could dry, so the scab could fall off. And yes, even though there's a scar, or may or may not be a scar on the skin, you're allowing it to properly heal. Okay? So some wounds, yes, need a bandage. And yes, this is again symbolically, may need a bandage on it, and you may need a bandage on it longer. But some wounds you need to, yes, put on a band-aid at the beginning, but then you got to rip that band-aid off, because if not, it'll get mushy, it could get infected, it could be too moist, it could cause other problems. You see what I'm saying? So that's the clairvoyant message that I'm getting here with this reading. So you can't let that bandage be on forever. You need to rip off the band-aid, let it air out, let it heal, and let it release, so that you can allow other types of connections. And if you see the same red flags that you saw, or similar red flags that you saw when you went through those Three of Swords, now you know better. Now you're like, yeah, I know, I've seen that before. So I'm not going to allow myself to fill in the blank, whatever that is, go through that again or whatever. Okay. So All right, let's see what else is coming through for you. Very, very beautiful reading. And by the way, I'm also getting here clinging onto your energy. If this is talking about, I'm not saying it is, but this is what, because I heard clingy. If this is someone that you decided to let go of and has kind of like wanting to cling to your life again, to what you're doing, this could be an energy vampire. If there is someone who decided to choose to leave, then let it be. Or choose to show you their true colors, then let it be. Don't allow your energy to be clinging to this person or this situation from the past or recent past, and vice versa. Don't let this person get clingy to you because it's draining. Look at that, the Sun card. Remember that I said rip off the bandage and allow the flow, the air, allow something to air out. You have the Sun card. By the way, you have the sun and the star and the sun. So there may be something that you're very interested in, something that has captured your emotion or your attention with the Two of Cups, something you feel very much. It could be a something. It doesn't have to be a someone. It could be a project, okay, that you feel a deep emotional connection towards. You really want to progress an idea, a project, a perspective. You want to, enhance something. And whatever, if this is a project, because it's interesting, because it's coming across like a project or an idea, it's a good idea, first of all, because it's coming across like it's a very positive idea. And number two, this idea may catapult you in the spotlight, whether it's other people knowing you for that particular thing, or skill, talent, or success. Okay. The sun and the star are both bright. So for me, that is indicating here that there's a possibility that you're going to be in the public eye or in the spotlight in some way, shape, or form. Maybe being recognized by someone or something, maybe by more people, more audience, more fill in the blank. Okay. So I'm getting this sense of like celebrity, stardom, out in the spotlight, social media, if you are on social media, if you are, anything having to do with, stage, center stage, even if it's behind the scenes, it's like, boom, catapulting you to a different kind of stratosphere here. Because I'm seeing like, I'm seeing someone like deep diving and coming out from the depths. It's like this could be an opportunity to expand something and be known for something. But you got to let this Three of Swords go. And the reason why, it's because if you haven't taken care of this Three of Swords residual energy, then it's going to be very difficult for you to know how to handle that type of success that's coming in your energy field. So there's this energy here that the guides are telling me. And it's funny because I keep getting like celebrity, keep getting center stage in the spotlight. So I don't know what this may be. I don't know if you're part of like entertainment or what your career or your plans are. But this is saying you got to get those self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs out of your energy field. Because if you look here at the Two of Cups, and by the way, Two of Cups is other people. So whatever this is may have been maybe in a conversation with someone, maybe someone saying, hey, by the way, whatever. I don't know. Because there are two people here. Two of Cups is two people that are different, but they have a common friendship or a common care for one another. Okay, it could be total casual or platonic. But it feels here that someone else could have been involved in this. Or someone may be saying, hey, like, oh my God, you have like so much freaking talent. you know? Or, wow, you're so intuitive. You're so creative. And this may have been a conversation. Like, look at it. It may have been a conversation. And you may have said, wow, that's a great idea, but I don't think I can do it. Or I don't have the courage. Or, you know what if it doesn't work? But how about this? What if it does? And if it does, look at what's coming through. An opportunity to really catapult either your skills, your ability, okay, your talent to a different audience, to different people, to different segments, industries, whatever this may be. And your guides are saying, we've told her this before. So I don't know what this is about. But your guides are saying, we've told her. We've told her this. So you may have had some intuitive hits on this, or either your guardian angel, or your ethereal realm, your ethereal network has kind of given you this insight before, intuitively, because you have the cups, or literally a friend or someone that you know, friend, family, loved one, has given you this advice or this whatever that's coming through today, because your guides are like adamant on like, nope, we've said this before, but she keeps either doubting it or not placing it where it needs to be, center stage on working towards it. So it might mean that you may have to pour more ideas, because remember, the star card is ruled by Aquarius, and Aquarius is a sign who's very good friends with others. Friendship is important to Aquarius. They don't have a lot of friends, but the ones that they do, they treasure. So validation, confirmation, again, with the Two of Cups. Okay. So the star card is saying, yeah, you're going to have to pour more ideas, more things, more emotion into these thoughts that are coming to you. But over time, you may be in the spotlight. And I even feel here for you, Shirley Meador, and I know I'm going over the 5 minutes, but the Sun card is telling me this is maybe even a conversation that has happened recently. Why? Well, because the Sun also symbolizes summer. So summer season in my area of the hemisphere begins in June. And guess what? Ends all the way September, ending of September. So if this hasn't happened yet with this conversation or this idea, it may be coming up. It may be coming up. You may be developing something between now and September that resonates with this energy. If this is the first time that it's been like, wow, I never thought about that. So Aquarius here being a very, very important sign, and Leo, because the Sun rules Leo. So you have Aquarius and Leo energy, and Leo season is coming up. But also Leo season is in the summer. So like I said, this could be all happening between now and September. So I don't know, but let me know if this resonates or if it resonates later on, because it could be something that could be coming in. Wow, joy and delight. Didn't I say that your guys said a little while ago, clairaudiently to me, we have told her this before. It may not have been in words. It may have been through subtle signs, symbols, synchronicities, but they have told you before. Thank you, guys, because, sometimes I know I sound like a crazy person here saying things, but there it is. The angel, the fairy. Hello. So what I'm saying is something that, for whatever reason, and I'll take a look at the comments if you left any, that are saying like, yes, we've been giving you sign, symbol, synchronicities. And look at this. It says, open your heart to joy. Whatever it is, it needs to bring you joy. Two of Cups. Okay, Two of Cups, joy, deep emotional connection to whatever this may be. And look, joy and delight. And a fairy, open your heart to joy. What did I say before I even touched this deck? I said you're going to have to pour more emotions into it or pour more time, focus, energy. But I did say emotion because water is emotive energy. There you go. Shirley Meador, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe. By the way, Shirley, I do have the Two of Cups here, but this could be two different things or two things that may fall or interconnect. Because the guys keep telling me 2, 2, 2, 2. So I don't know if it's just they've been sending you sign, symbol, synchronicities with ones and twos, or that this message is talking about two things, but they are all aligned to what I just said. So let me know. All right, intuitive friends, those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Let me know if that resonated. And again, if it doesn't resonate now, it might resonate in the near future. Okay, my dear? So there you go. Intuitive friends, I want to say thank you to those of you who are watching, who are a part of these messages today, whether it's just that you're watching, whether you're taking part. Hold on a second. Some cards are in their right position and some cards are not. Wait a minute. Sorry, intuitive friends. But yeah, if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed yet, well, subscribe. If you haven't, listen, I have a members event coming up on my Friday live just for my members. So if you're not a member yet, this would be a great opportunity for you to be part of the channel. Membership, because I will be doing something special, something nice. And if you just want to take part, then all you need to do is be part of the membership tier, whichever one you like. It doesn't have to be one in specific. I'm leaving it open to you. Okay. So if you want to take part, it's happening this Friday. I'm also sharing. Whoop, sorry, I love this Intuit deck, but sometimes my cards get all upside downy when I want to read them in their upright position. But yeah, so if you want to take part of that, then join us on Friday. So far, it looks like it's Friday at 8 o'clock. Okay, so I am allowing the members to vote on the best time and date for them. And of course, I will also have some slides. So all you will need to do is share your email, and then I'll share with you the slides that I created, which I will give after the demo. All right. So if you want to join me in that, please do. All right. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look here at anything. Woo! Shirley wrote a lot. Okay, but no worries. Let's get through. Okay, so you started here. You said, okay, wait, hold on. Where did we start? Okay, yeah, you started here. It says, thank you. Yes, exactly. To set better boundaries for myself. I just thought, wow, I really allowed myself to go through negativity to rule my life. Yeah, so true. Yeah, you wrote so true. Yeah, that's what was coming through. You have to let the sun shine in. Interesting. I said the same thing in a different way, and then you ended up getting the sun card. So there you go. And wash and take care of it. Yes, good point. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. The person has asked me to make a channel. I was thinking, oh no, since I work with horses and train horses. Interesting that you said that, because I want to mention something here. Okay. And it's very coincidental. I don't believe in coincidences, right? Because everything happens for a reason. Remember that I said your guides are sending you sign, symbol, synchronicities. You wrote here, you work with horses and train horses. And I'm even going to show you. I'm even going to show you because you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. The Sun card. Remember, you got the Sun card, but you got the Sun card in the Oracle deck. But I want you to see the Sun card in the Tarot deck, and it has a child, okay, sitting on a horse. I kid you not. Like exactly what you, there it is. Look, the Sun card in Tarot is a child sitting on a horse. So talk about sign symbol synchronicities. Like I said at the top of your reading, yeah, you're getting here kind of sign symbol synchronicities. It says the past person was very exhausting and draining. Yeah, I feel that there are two things here. One is about the past and one is about something that is currently happening or maybe unfolding. I am a musician too. You see, I was telling you, they were telling me two. So there you go. And a person I communicate with a lot, he is a musician and a rapper. Okay. He said, I need a channel and I have created some lines, AKK bars with him. There you go. There goes that Two of Cups. Remember, it doesn't always have to be romantic. Intuitive friends, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I just channeled for you. Didn't even, obviously this, but I don't know if you could see, this is like microscopically small. Okay, so there's no way that I can see it unless it's like dead smack in front of my face. But this is exactly what came in your reading. Two of Cups, two people, a friend, a family member, your higher self, your ethereal network. There you go. Yes, this resonates. He says, okay, yes, this resonates. A person I talk to daily has helped me through God to give him help and support to keep going. I am a Aquarius moon. Huh, talk about, there's a lot of sign symbol synchronicities in this reading. Yes, it has, or so intelligent and intuitive. I do have a lot of Leo in my chart. Ding, 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 ding. Told ya, the Sun card. Sun rules Leo. From my birth time and place, I'm a Virgo, Libra, cusp. Wow. I have thought about making a Christian channel or something with horses or tarot. There you go. You got a lot of ideas going on. So this is good. But something is going to give you that stardom, celebrity, people are going to recognize you. Thank you for an amazing reading. I have ridden since I could, and my dad used to put me on a horse. Interesting. Interesting. Is your dad here or has he crossed over? The guy I like did say he wanted to propose to me too, so I don't know. Okay, well, yeah, that's something you need to look into. Yeah, about the person who's interested in you, because you do have there the Three of Swords, so it could be someone new that wants something, but yeah, we'll see how that may resonate. But yeah, wow, what an interesting reading. Okay, yeah, you need to get to know people. Very, very. Okay, you know why I asked you if your dad has crossed over? Because that could have been his way of trying to get a message to you today. But Shirley, if you're interested, I'll do a free reading because I think that was a symbol from your dad, my love. That's why I asked you that. Because your dad may be coming through this reading and didn't know how to kind of alert me because I was like so much into the reading. So if you would like a reading, I feel, yeah, that's why I knew it. I was like, I feel like this person passed, but let me just get confirmation. All right, if you're interested in that, just give me a moment. Let me finish with Sudeshna's reading, and then I'll see if your dad has something to say, because as you know, I'm also a medium. So there we go. So let me know, okay? And don't go anywhere. So because I feel like he's been trying to capture your attention, and now that obviously you did a reading here with me, I'm a medium, so obviously he's capturing my attention. Because the moment that you said that, my dad, I was like, I have a feeling he crossed over and he's coming through. So if you're interested in that, don't go anywhere. When I finish with Sudeshna's reading, I'm gonna call your name again. If you're here, I'll give you that reading. If not, then we could do it at another time. Okay. Or I can, if you want me to do it, I could do it privately and send it to you or something like that. But yeah, so it's a free reading. Don't worry. All right, Sudeshna. Sudeshna, welcome. Thank you, Sudeshna, for your super. Thank you for being part of the channel. Thank you for your super. Okay, greatly appreciate it. Let's see what your guides want you to know. And the reason why I brought down your all that explanation, Sudeshna, is because this is not a personal question reading. Okay, so if it's going to be about your career and all that, I've given you multiple readings on that, so you're going to have to take a look at what that may mean to you. Okay, in the meantime, let's see what's coming through for you. After Sudeshna, I do have a medium mystic reading coming through. So Shirley Meador, tell your dad to stay where you are, Dad. Don't go anywhere. I'll give you I'll share your reading in a minute. But Sudeshna, let's see what's coming through for you, my dear. Sudeshna, you have here the 9 of Wands and the 10 of Coins. Okay, 9 of Wands. You may have fallen 9 times, but it's time for you to get up and keep something moving. All right. 10 of Coins or 10 of Pentacles is establishing stability, wealth, legacy. 10 of Pentacles, there may be some things that your family, friends, loved ones are giving you constructive criticism on ways that you could develop something or be persistent in something. If your family has businesses, okay, you can ask those family members who are good at business or have some sort of knowledge on how to create a business or careers for some constructive criticisms. Why? Because the 9 of Wands says you have fallen 9 times, and sometimes you may feel like you don't have enough strength to keep moving or exploring some avenues. You may get some sort of expert advice or some type of knowledge or suggestion from people that have done this before, people who are successful. If it's not family, there could be friends. So listen to constructive criticism, because that is going to be super important in order for you to create the stability that you are wanting to create. You also need to get out of your own way. What do I mean by that? Get your head out of, oh my gosh, nothing's working. Oh my gosh, nothing is evolving. Nothing's happening. Oh, I spend so much time doing doing X, Y, and Z, and nothing is happening. If you keep saying nothing is happening, nothing is changing, nothing is moving, then guess what? Nothing is going to change, nothing's going to move, and nothing's going to improve. So your mindset is super important. You need to calm that, mental script you've got going, because I could feel it energetically. It's that constant thinking like, I've done it all. Maybe you think you've done it all, but you haven't. Maybe there's some people here who you may need to, connect, that may have some expert advice. There may be some sense of you kind of feeling overwhelmed, and maybe you're not pushing yourself enough, because the 9 of Wands is the energy here of pushing yourself, being persistent, maintaining the same passion. Okay, because it's not just about what you want, it's what is the feeling that you are generating for that which you want to create stability. Because if your mind keeps saying and replaying this storyline, like no, 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 nothing's working out, nothing ever comes my way, then guess what? That is what you're generating. So again, yeah, angel of love, listen to your heart's chakra contract, okay? Listen to your heart's desire, listen to your passion. You may be trying to do something in a field or in an area where your life purpose may not have even been there in the first place. Okay? So this is talking about, what does your heart truly want? Right? So for example, if everyone, and this is just an example. I'm not saying that this is your situation. Okay? Again, this is an example. Let's say everyone in your family is a doctor. And everyone in your family wants you to be a doctor. And let's say, pretend, as I said, example, everyone in your family expects you to be a doctor. And you've decided, well, because everyone in my family, and because I don't want to let my parents down, my mother down, my uncle down, I don't want to break everybody's heart because everyone in my family is a doctor, so I'm going to go and do it. And guess what? Maybe it hasn't been working out. Maybe the idea, and this is just an example, of being a doctor hasn't worked out. It worked out for everybody else because maybe that was their life purpose. But maybe it's not your heart's passion. Maybe it's not your soul's purpose. And so whatever it is here, that perhaps there's a legacy, whether it's a business, let's pretend everyone in your family is in business. And you're like, okay, fine, I'll go to business school. And maybe you've been in a career where it's all about business, but you don't feel like that's your passion. Then this is saying, okay, now get up and find out what your soul's passion or your heart's passion is. What is your life purpose? Okay, you can't do what everybody else wants you to do because your career is your own passion. It's what's meant for you, not for everybody else. So let me give you more clarity here, especially here with the 9 of Wands. Okay, I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put this here so I can have enough space. 9 of Wands. Give me more in regards to the 9 of Wands. You know, if things that you've been trying to do haven't worked, listen carefully, Sudeshna. If something that you have been trying hasn't worked, you need to do something else. You need to try another approach. If you keep doing the same thing that you're doing in the same way every single time, you might need a new way of looking. See? Boundaries, respect it. There could be people in your family who may be telling you what your life purpose needs to be or what career you need to be in. And this is not a decision that's based on other people. This is something that has to do with your heart's desire, your soul's purpose. No one here, okay, can tell you you should do this, you should do that. You should do what you feel like you want to do. Everybody has a soul purpose and a life purpose. And here, this is talking about you listening to what that may be. And when you find out what that life purpose or soul purpose is, okay, try to approach it in a different way. If you need to talk to people who are experts in that field, then go ahead and do so. Because 10 of Pentacles is the energy of long-term stability, long-lasting success. So talk to people in the field or in the area or in the niche that you're very much interested to find out how to move forward in those areas. Let's see, 10 of Pentacles, give me more. In between worlds, you may be going through a transition that you don't feel that you have the financial stability, work stability, okay, or strong foundation in. If you don't have a strong foundation in something and that the job market right now is asking for a different set of skills that you may not have. For example, let's just pretend it's something having to do with technology, because usually that's something that you have to be like really, then you need to figure out, well, what do I need to do? What is something that I can learn? Okay, what is something, I'm gonna get back up. I've fallen 9 times. I'm gonna get up on the 10th, and let me see, what do I need? Excuse me. What do I need to learn that is new, so that I can continue to be stable in that job market or in that job field? But between the world says you got to get yourself out of the pessimistic mindset, get yourself in the mindset here of celebration and looking at the glass half full, and stop being so pessimist about, oh, I can't, oh, this, because this is coming across as like very much like a mental thing. It's like you can't move forward because you keep thinking about this particular thing. And again, this is trying to tell you there may be another approach here that you may be not looking at. Hold on a second. Everything shot out. Let's take a look at the light message of your reading here for the Angel of Love. You need to get connected with people. You need to get connected with experts' advice. If you need to go back to school, if you need to do a training, whatever it is that you need to do, there's a different approach that you're not looking at. And you want something different to happen, but you're not going about it in a different way. So let's see. And also your mindset, because I feel like kind of like your mind, your energetic mind is stuck. It says connect to new possibilities, transition smoothly. Exactly what I just said. Validation, confirmation. I cannot make this stuff up. Look, you got to create a new possibility. How? Connecting to people, expert advice, people that know, people that are successful. Okay? If you need a training, then go get trained. If you need to brush up on a skill, then go brush up on the skill. If you need to add some new things to your resume so it could be refreshed, then do that. If you need to fine tune the resume that you have so that it could be ATS friendly, then do that. But this is talking about connecting with people who know exactly what they're talking about, exactly what their business is, or what area you're focusing on here. Okay, so validation, confirmation, connecting with new people. And once you get the right advice from experts and listen to your heart's desire, then you're going to be able to, as it says here, I'm not saying it, transition smoothly. There you go. That was the quickest extended reading ever. It was so clear cut, super straightforward. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through. Last but not least, last and final card here is Sudeshna. You have far away places. There may be an opportunity for you in a place, a city, town, state, or country that may not be where you are right now at this moment in time. That's number one. So there may be a possible opportunity coming from afar. You need to pay attention to what that is. It also says here, get ready for new horizons. You got to get yourself out of your comfort zone and be ready, because something new is coming up. I said that when I was talking about the between the worlds, because here, the moment that you get out of this kind of pessimistic thinking and you excuse me, and you transition yourself into a higher vibrational energy, you see that confetti, and I don't know if you could see it, but it's that blue little thing. People use that for, is that? I've never seen that butterfly there, but that's a butterfly. And then you have another confetti here. Confetti is used for celebration. So there may be something coming up in your energy field connected to either someone you know or connected to, again, a company. 10 of coins, 10 of pentacles, a company here. However, what I'm getting, if this is a company, this is saying get yourself out of the pessimistic mindset and make the transition to the things that I mentioned here earlier, getting yourself out of your own way, because there could be a celebration coming in. Because 10 of Pentacles could also be a company. Okay, it could be like a group of people. You see that there's a group of people. So it could be like a company, an institution. And there may be here this new horizon coming in for you, but you got to be in the right mindset. You got to make sure that you connect yourself to new possibilities, new ways of doing something, so that you can get that celebration. Okay. That being said, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, continue to subscribe to the channel. Sudeshna, thank you so much for your super, and I'll see you next time. Intuitive friends, I have closed the reading. The reading is closed. Okay. That's number one. Number two, I'm done with the readings. However, Shirley Meador is waiting on the sidelines because I have a mediumistic reading, and we'll see what this may be talking about here with your dad that may have crossed over. Okay. your dad crossed over, and yeah. So what I was getting here, and I just didn't want to start, I wanted to do Sudeshna's reading first. And I swear, I think your dad is like, hurry up, get through Sudeshna's reading. And it was very clear also. So that was interesting. Because there's something here. And I kept getting, he's been trying to reach out. He's been trying to reach out for a bit. Give me a second. Let me get, do I have him here? Yeah, I do have them handy. Perfect. All right. So Shirley Meador, welcome back. And let's say a big thank you to this loving soul, which he's happy he's getting a medium right now. He's like, yay, finally. Let's see what's coming through. All right. So Shirley Meador, just a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. But let's take a look here at this beautiful soul. It's so funny because I'm seeing, I don't know what this means. I don't know if your dad, there's something about the voice. I heard like someone like clearing their throat. So I don't know if he had a soothing voice, or there was something about voice, or maybe public speaking, authority, voice of authority, or something. There's something with the throat chakra with him. I don't even know if this is maybe an indicator that there was something in connection with his throat, his trachea, in connection to his passing, or that maybe he couldn't speak, or there was something about not being unable to speak. But my throat chakra is super, like I'm feeling it. There's something about the throat. Maybe this could also be he's been wanting to speak to you for a very long time, but hasn't found the way. But let's see. There's something about the throat for sure. Because I feel it. I feel like a knot. I'm throat cancer, thyroid. I don't know. But let's see. is coming like super strong. All right, let's see what's coming through. Good luck. Ooh, aw, aw, this is beautiful. Yeah, exactly what I said. All right, there's a lot, but it's been difficult for him to speak to you. Yeah, house. Interesting. Okay, so wow, there's a lot here. All right, so let me break this down for you. All right, so we're gonna start with the clover. Hold on, because this is literally a whole sentence right here. There's a lot here. I feel that there's something about him wanting to have spoken to you in a long time. There's something about the throat chakra. I'll finish when I finish the reading. You can give me validation confirmation, but here we go. Number one, clover. All right. I said this before. I'm going to say it again. Number one, he's been trying to communicate with you for a long time. It's been quite challenging for him. Either challenging for him to get to you or challenging with you kind of quite understanding if you've recognized, because there's something about your house. So he's with you, he's taking care of you, he's around you, okay? Obviously, child is here. And child is telling me, obviously, you're his child. So if you have, this may cause a rift here, but I'm just gonna say this. If you have other siblings, it's as if you've been the one that either has captured his attention the most, or that he's like kind of saying in a way like you're my favorite kind of thing. I don't know if you were an only child. If you were, then obviously you were the light of his eyes. All right. So I'm getting this throat situation. So I don't know if that is very much connected to when he passed. I feel it is. I feel it's something because I literally, you know what it feels like energetically? Like I feel like a slight pressure, but it's fine. I don't like it's not like it's not discomfort. If anything, I always tell the souls I've crossed over that when I'm doing a reading for them that they need to give me evidence, right? In any which way, shape, or form. So I'm feeling energetically that throat congestion, that throat energy. Okay, so so if I keep clearing my throat, is because I feel it, but I don't feel any pain or anything. It's like I feel just like extra like energy there. So if you are an only child, light of the eyes, if there are other siblings, there's something very special here. Okay. I also feel very winded. He's very close to me, by the way. Proximity, energy, super close. I don't know if this person may have had because I'm seeing and this may be his way of giving even more evidence. He's showing me the trachea, the passage of the trachea and the two lungs. So I don't know if this is something connected between the throat and the lungs, okay? But whatever it is, because all of a sudden after the throat, the pressure went further down a little bit into my airways. So there could be something here connected to airways or throat in addition to throat. All right, that being said, and maybe he was giving like more evidence there for you. Yeah, because now it feels a little bit lifted. So yeah, that's what it was. He's very much committed here to watching over you, taking care of you. Very committed. Has the ring here. He was a strong, it's so funny because I'm here. He's highlighting the throat. As I said, even before I picked anything up, because I was feeling it, he's highlighting the throat and he's highlighting the lungs. And I said this way before, but he's also telling me here, hey, listen, I was a strong man. Okay. Like he's kind of like in a way saying, yeah, in my later years, there may have been some physical or medical ailments here, but I was always a strong man or a strong provider. All right. Very committed to being a strong presence or a strong protective energy. Okay. Even if there were issues, even if there were moments here where communication may have been a little bit choppy or life circumstances could have been in the middle of some sort of communication between the both of you, or someone in the house, maybe your mother, your siblings, or other people, owls is coming across as I'm even getting, and I know this sounds like weird, but I'm getting like even a sexy voice. It was something soothing, or he may have had a very kind of particular tone or bass to, instead of calling a sexy voice. Although he was kind of like, yeah, when I was, there was a point in time I was a stable, strapping man. You know what I mean? Like that type of, strength energy coming through. There could have been some type of like heavy bass or heavy tone to his voice. There may have been some communication situations here. If it wasn't with you, it could have been, like I said, that I was feeling at the top of the reading, where it was difficult for him to speak towards the end of his passing, or maybe there wasn't any way of speaking, like literally physically speaking or communicating here in some way, shape, or form. I'm getting something very much connected here in regards to your home, or if there was a home, there was something here about his home. There was something here about the home. I don't know if there may have been here some type of, when he passed, something having to do with house or home, but I'm getting the mountain in the house as well. He may be also very much connected to other people in your family, but very, very much here, very close to you. There was something about you that stood out than everybody else. If you had siblings, if you didn't have siblings, then the fact that you were an only child is the reason that there was more either kind of like taking care of you, especially with the bear being more protective. But that's how this is coming across. So he's giving you that kind of assurance here, or evidence that this is him coming through in the reading. Let's see what else he has to say. Yeah, I feel he's around your home. He's around your home. There's something of a connection in the home. And the fact that I have mountain and house here tells me, there's some type of very deep connection with the house, the house he lived in, the house, I don't know, but there's something. And there's like, there may be like, I don't want to say a negative connection, but there could have been a negative, or, damn, I don't want to use the word negative. But there could have been something that negative. Well, I'm going to use negative for a lack of a better word. There could have been something that happened negatively in the home, or something that impacted. But he wants, I don't know what it is. He's not giving this up. Okay. He's like, talking about the house, because there must be. Okay, because I know how souls are. When they give me a message over and over and over and over and over again, is because there is some connection here. Your dad is making a connection between something negative in the house. Okay, I'm gonna leave that to you. All right, don't know what that means. I don't know if there was a kind of like, push and pull in regards to the house, or that, I don't know if he passed in the house and that, I don't know, but it's coming across as something that was a bit challenging. But there was something that was negatively happening in the house. And he keeps telling me about that. Hold on one second. Let me see where this is coming from. Hold on. Because he's not letting this go. So that's good, because we find out more messages here. You see, the moment that I acknowledge the throat, the lungs, and when I said the throat, when I was feeling the throat, he kept giving me that throat energy. It was like he wasn't letting it go, which means there's something more. Then that pressure felt on my lungs. When I gave you the message about the throat and the lungs, it disappeared. Why? Because he's like, yes, I can move on to the next thing. So that's how when someone is a medium and they're a true medium, they don't need to ask you questions. Because you see here, I'm not asking you any sort of questions. I'm asking him questions, but I'm not asking you questions. I'm asking him, well, how does this resonate? Give me more here on the mountain. What are you trying to tell me here? Give me more. We're going to find out. There you go. This is what he's talking about. Someone may be testing their limits. Okay. Tattletale time. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you so much. Beautiful soul. He's a great communicator, by the way. Love it when spirit is, when it's this easy, it tells me that he may have passed for a while. Someone here, it may not have anything to do with you. Okay. There was someone else. There was someone else that there was a negative rapport with, or something happening that wasn't right. And whether he was able to say it or not, okay, it's like, I'm remaining silent. I know what's going. He was very much aware. I don't care what. I don't. He may have passed. Okay. I do feel it's like a physical ailment. Okay. Medical health wise. If someone was telling you, oh, he can't hear or he can't speak, trust that I'm about to tell you, he was very aware what was going on. And there was someone in particular. Could be a male, doesn't have to be a male, because this could be symbolizing anybody. Just like this right here is a female, but this is symbolizing him. So although he may have been in a state where he may have been bedridden, or maybe kind of, unable to communicate or move or talk or something, there was someone here trying to push boundaries. That's what he's talking about, that mountain. Double standard. Different people are held to different standards. And I'm going to tell you something. This individual, because hello, all the truths are coming through. I don't know. I'm just a medium. So I'm just channeling the messages your dad is showing me and telling me. So take it as it may resonate. Here with the mountain, number one, someone was pushing their boundaries. Someone was pushing their limits here with your dad. That's number one. Number two, listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. Your dad is saying there was something different about you. If you have siblings, or, and this is coming across as siblings, so I'm not even going to say or. The or I'm going to say is if you're a single child, but I'm going to talk about that in a minute. If you had siblings, this person, because your dad is being very specific on what the situation is, this person was very jealous of you. So you need to think about, was that your mother? Was that your siblings? Was that, I don't know. Okay. If you were a single child, could it have been your mother? Could it have been your grandmother? Whomever, right? Because I'm getting that there was special focus, or there was a sense of preference having to do with you. So something here, your dad is saying that there was some type of issue, challenge, situation, circumstance, event connected to someone in the circle of your family or your home. Could be siblings, could be your other parent, mother, okay? Where someone here felt that either you were treated in a very particular way, and they may be harboring jealousy issues connected to you. Something that you need to be aware of. I always say spirit comes for a reason. Okay? They don't just come just because. So, if you've been feeling, I don't know or I don't understand why so and so, could be your mother, your sibling, your whomever it is, treats me coldly or doesn't like me, it has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. It has to do with the fact that either the sibling or family member felt a certain kind of way about your connection to your dad or your dad's connection to you. Okay? That is as clearly as he's talking about. And it is connected to your home, okay? I don't know if you're in the same home, but in the home that your father was in the household, wherever he lived, or family. He keeps telling me house, so I'm taking it as this could have been someone else that was living there, or someone that is connected as a sibling, if it is a sibling rivalry. If you are an only child, then this is talking about, again, a family member. I don't know, but whomever it is felt that, there was an extra type of favorism, right? Favoring you. All right. So don't know what that may be. And you see here, there's nothing here. I can't see anything. So I don't know if this is resonating or not. Excuse me. All right, let's see what else. I just feel like if there are siblings, there's some type of sibling rivalry that maybe you weren't too much aware of. Okay, because maybe you were a child, and that could be a particular reason why the child is here. So, sometimes we're not aware when we're children. And then as we get older, we start kind of intuitively picking up certain things. And sometimes we may feel and we may not understand, but why does so-and-so not like me? Or why is so-and-so so distant from me? And it's because there are things here that you're like, it's like your dad is explaining something that I don't know if you were wondering, or if you again, this could also be evidence. Because I always ask, give me as much evidence as possible so that I can channel. Give me more here. Your dad's soul. Let's see what else he wants to share. Yeah. Message of concern with the female and mature male. All right. So I'm getting here that there may have been, now poverty could be financial issues, or this could be the loss of something important. All right. There may have been a main female, a female, and a male. Okay. I don't know if he's talking about that he's with them on the other side, where this could be, you know what it's coming across here? Hold on a second. Main female. Main female could be mother, could be your mother, or could be sister. And then I have mature man, could be an older brother, or yeah, there's something about, give me a second. Yeah, it feels like feeling less than. Because I'm getting like even older sister or older brother. If you had siblings, I'm getting older sister, older brother may have felt left out. And that was always concerning, or that may have concerned him after he crossed over. They may have said, they may have had those conversations with him. Like, oh, so-and-so is your favorite and not me. Oh, if it was so-and-so, you wouldn't be saying that, or you wouldn't be feeling that, or you wouldn't be thinking that. You know what I mean? You know, oh, or maybe an older sister and older brother. Oh, yeah, because we're not your favorite, or we're not, you know, something there. And that was very concerning. But I don't know if he's trying to tell me that there's a female and a male with him on the other side. There could, okay. So there, I said what I said the first time around, right? About the sister and brother and, you know, feeling less than. But I'm also getting here, there could be a female and a male that's with him, especially if there's someone here who's been worried about how these either two other individuals are doing. Okay, your dad is coming across like, I got them, they're with me, so I have a female and a male, because it's like I'm getting I feel one part of me, it's like talking about people from the earthly realm, and then another part talking about two people that he's like recognizing are with him on the other side. So take it as it may resonate. By the way, I have the number 55 here as an angel number, and the number 22 is also coming across as an angel number. So he has a female and a male coming through. But he's the main energy that's coming in through the reading. But he's giving acknowledgement here to you so that you know that this is him, right? Because only you would know. I don't know. But it's giving this energy. There's a female and a male with him. And if people have been concerned, you know, it's coming through. All right, let's see what else. What other messages? Okay, this is going to be the final one. But, you know, as I said, concern. This is the second time the concern is coming out. So I'm going to say this. Your father may be concerned. By the way, you have number 33. Your father may be concerned about a female who is on the earthly realm, or your dad is concerned about a male that is here in the earthly realm, connected to home, connected to house, connected to family. This could be siblings. This could be, but he's very concerned about her. And I'm getting more her than him, because it's as if he's saying, I'm older, or I've been in the ethereal realm longer and I'm watching after her. There could be a female here, because literally, message of concern twice. There's a lot that he's been meaning to want to say. And there could be some type of loss here. This could be a loss of health, a loss of fill in the blank. There could be some medical issues here with a female here on the earthly realm. And that could be connected to the number 2, which makes sense. It's like one female here on the earthly realm, one female in the spiritual realm. So one he's with, one he's taking care of, or he's concerned, because there's a decline here of something. Because poverty is like decline. So it could be a decline of health, a decline of senses, a decline of finances, or a decline of some sort. And he's just wanting you to know that he's concerned, that he is with her. So she's not alone in whatever this is. He checks up on her, Even if there were, and this is also here, even if there were issues with him and this female before in regards to arguments, because they have owls there, in regards to communication, like sometimes, it may have seemed in the earthly realm that they didn't get along, or that sometimes that there were ups and downs, just like in any relationship, or in any connection. He's just saying that there's it does concern him. He's concerned. He's watches over her, protects her, and there we go. All right, I know this is going to sound a bit, I'm not saying this is happening now, whatever, okay? Just saying. He's the soul that's going to be very close to her. Okay? He is the one that's going to help her cross over when the time comes. Okay? So poverty, message of concern in regards to a female. Okay? And by the way, just because it says mature man doesn't mean it has to be a man. Also, it could be a mature female. So this could be someone in their elder years. Female in her elder years. That is very concerning to him. And, when the time comes, there's this energy here of like, I'm going to help cross over. And again, there could be some health decline, financial decline. I said this before, but it's coming through. And it's interesting because he's telling me she looks so different than what I know of her. So it feels like it's a female. And I wouldn't be surprised. Oh my goodness. Okay. I need you to listen to this part, because this came through a reading that I did many years ago with a client. And this is the same thing that I'm being told right now by your dad's soul. If whoever this female is, 37, 3 plus 7 is equal to 10. 28, 2 plus 8 is equal to 10. So if this female is in a mental decline, and this is only specific to mental decline because this is, I feel, this is what came through many years ago. And I've never forgotten that reading I gave to that person, to that client. If your, whoever this person may be, aunt, sister, mother, I don't know, if this person in the 3D realm, the earthly plane, says to you, okay, or family members say to you, she says she sees so and so, believe that she is seeing so and so, because she is in a state where she can easily be in two realms, one foot in the earthly realm and one foot in the ethereal. Or because of whatever is declining, she could be very well be able to see or experience spiritual situations. Okay? So, and I'm telling you this because I had a reading with someone long ago where their parent was in a health decline and would be pointing, because this individual couldn't speak, would point. And when this person would look at where the other person was pointing, he would not be able to see anything. And when I did a channeled medium mystic reading for this particular client, the soul that had crossed over, which was part of their family, was telling me, this person sees me. And obviously other people couldn't see her, couldn't see him, couldn't see the person, the soul. So I'm not saying this is something that's happening now, but if it comes later on where this person in the 3D realm starts pointing, like, look over there, and you look and there's no one there, or start saying, yeah, I'm having dreams with so-and-so, or I saw so-and-so in my room or sitting on my bed, trust and believe that spiritually there could be a very deep connection with the person, the female that's older in this earthly realm, with the spirit of your dad who's crossed over. And I feel that that's what he wanted to definitely make a point to making here. Don't be surprised if that were to happen, and don't get spooked out. Yes, there may be some health issues, financial issues, situations here, I don't know, but this person in the 3D realm could be very much connecting with the other side because of what may be going on with this individual in the 3D realm. So there you have it. Okay, let's take a look at your your last and final advice here from Dad, from this dearly departed soul. I want to thank your father for this beautiful reading. He's been very, very clear in why he's come through today. As I say, I'm only a messenger, so I have no idea if these messages have resonated or not. But I will be taking a look at the chat in a minute. Last and final from the dearly departed soul, faraway places. Okay, no matter where he is, he will always be protecting you, watching over you. Get ready for a new horizon. I said this before. I know it sounds morbid. I'm not saying this is happening tomorrow or next, whatever. I'm just saying he is giving the reassurance that when this female, who seems to be not doing as well and that he is very much concerned about, he's going to be the one that's going to meet her on the other side. I said this before because he was very clear on it. But in case you need a validation confirmation of what I picked up, mediumistically, that's exactly what he's saying. Okay, when it's time for this female to cross over, he will be there. Okay, making sure that everything's okay with the crossing over. Okay, so there you go. She's not going to be alone. All right, that being said, Shirley Meador, what a reading, my dear. Beautiful reading. Don't know if it resonates. I'm going to take a look. Actually, let me click it now. So then, let me click it now. All right. So, all right. I just clicked it now. So I should be able to see in a few minutes because that's too far away from where I'm sitting. But yeah, let's see how that may have resonated. Please let me know anything that, you know, if it doesn't resonate, well, I don't know what to tell you because this could be something that could be upcoming also. But I do feel that this is, like I said, your dad came through in this reading. He actually did a little peekaboo with your regular reading. And that's how I was like, oh, okay, I know what this is about. So dearly departed. I'll shuffle that in a minute into the deck, but first let's take a look here. All right. Woo, there's a lot here. Okay, hold on. Whoa, there's a lot. Okay, okay, hold on. This is good. I like a lot. Don't let my woo and no, I love that. Hold on a second. Where I'm lost. Hold on. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where. Oh, it starts here. I was his youngest child. That my mom would say I had more attention from him compared to my siblings. Validation confirmation. We got one validation confirmation. He passed away in his home. Second validation confirmation. We saw it. The house card was there. And I lived in the countryside where I can see mountains visually. Oh, interesting. Okay. He loved horses like I do, and he loved lots of animals. Maybe my mom and my brother were not very supportive of him towards the end of his life. Maybe. Or maybe there was like, you know how it's not that interesting. Sometimes it's not sometimes it's like it's not so much that they weren't supported, but they didn't know how to support, or that it was very difficult or painful for them, especially if it was if his decline was happening at home. So that could have been a very rough moment at home also. Okay, he's a Virgo Libra cuspid too. Oh, interesting. Yes, I tried to ring the doorbell and he didn't come to the door a few days before he passed away. Interesting. I'm definitely more sensitive than my siblings. This could be the reason why you're getting the message. Maybe my mom said I had more time with him than others. Was angry that my mom and dad let me purchase my dad's mother's house. Wait, hold on. What? Maybe my mom said than the others. Angry that my mom and dad let me purchase my dad's mother. Oh, I see what you're saying here. That could be the case too. I told you. But definitely there's a jealousy situation there. It says he used to take me to my school in middle school and high school. My mom would neglect my health care. Ooh, and be aloof and distant at times. Ah, there you go. My brother was hit by a vehicle and passed away in April this year. Okay, there's that male energy from where he's at crossed over. Okay, so he's giving messages about your brothers with him. Yes, that's true. My mom and sisters are still alive. My mom has dementia. She is in a wheelchair. My father's mom is with him. Bingo. There you go. Validation confirmation number 4. I had a 2 females, so double confirmation. Validation confirmation number 5. 1 female here in the earthly realm, 1 female with him. And then second, that one of them is your mom and that she has dementia or there's a loss of health. There's another one. 5 people are in the stream. Okay. I see 555 and 222. My mother's health has gone down. Oh, okay. There you go. Her finances are concerning. He did have issues with my mom arguing at times. Like I said, and this came through validation number 6 and 7, validation confirmation, because I said, even if there was, and this is the energy he was giving me, even though that me and her had agreements and disagreements in the earthly realm, I'm still keeping an eye on her, you know? And thank you for this reading. They all resonated. You wrote here, my mom's savings are missing and an investigation is going on. Okay, so there may be something here connected to the reading that I said about something having to do with siblings or family. Doesn't have to be siblings, but it did come through as siblings. Siblings or family connected to what's going on with your mom's finances, because poverty came up. Remember that card? It said poverty. And I said that could be financial losses or health losses. So that that came through very, very strongly. All right. Wow. What a reading here for you. I want to thank your dearly departed father for coming through and giving this evidence in the entire reading here for you today. I hope that this has given you some type of clarity. Thank you so much. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. And I'll see you next time. Intuitive friends, I want to say a special thank you to Ascending Universal Butterfly, who is our moderator, volunteer moderator. Thank you so much, Ascending Universal Butterfly, for your love, your support, your loyalty, and for volunteering whatever you can here on the channel. I greatly appreciate it. My last and final, well, no, I have 2 more messages. The next message is, intuitive friends, take a look at the July readings. Give me a thumbs up, because you know those thumbs up lets me know if you are interested, if you like the readings, if you like the theme, if you like the spread. And last and final message that I have, if you want to join me on Friday, because it seemed that Friday was winning. A members event is coming through. I am doing a demo on how to create your own spell jar. Okay, focusing on repelling lower vibrational energy and all that stuff. So if you're interested in joining, you can join just by getting into or joining the list of the membership tier number 1. If you want to do, that, you can. If you want to take a look at my other memberships, please do, because this would be a great time and opportunity for you to join if you can. If not, no worries. However, it is a members only event. That being said, intuitive friends, I will be coming up shortly for those of you who are interested in the $9.99 charms reading and tarot reading, focusing on 4 sections of your life. So I'm going to be focusing only on that. All right. That being said, thank you so much, intuitive friends. And thank you so much, Ascending Universal Butterfly, along with all the subscribers and members that were able to make it here today. Thank you so much, and I'll see you shortly.